What's up, guys? Welcome back. Last episode I mentioned that I was gonna make a building to cover up the restaurant contraption that I had right here. I ended up looking at some images on how a lumber mill would look like. Not every build has to be complex or anything like that. This is where I'm gonna be collecting all my wood. As you can see, we have all of our wood right here. And this side is basically where we're gonna keep our leaves. So oak leaves and all that, you guys already know the deal. I'm still not really finished on how I want this area to look like. Eventually I am gonna add the most detail I can so I can consider this part done. And right here, as you can see, this is where I keep this is basically where all my stuff from the item store to go. So if I want to put all my leaves in here, I have to open this chest and all of my leaves gonna go in that chest. Same thing right here, all I have to do is just put my wood in here and all of them are gonna get sorted out in the bottom. I like how everything is coming out. So for today's episode, we are gonna make a moss farm. We are also gonna make stone generators and a basalt generator. And I'm gonna build those two generators last because they're really easy to make. But the moss farm, it is gonna be very complex. Not super complex, but it's just gonna take a little more time. You're gonna want to place your moss block on the floor. It doesn't matter. I dig this all the way down because I wanted to hide my contraptions. You don't have to do it the way I am, like digging a whole entire hole. But if you want to, go ahead. If you want to dig a hole like this big, it's 11 blocks long, 11 blocks wide, and I made it 11 or 12 blocks down. The first thing that I want you guys to do is place a moss block in the middle. It doesn't matter where, and then you're gonna want to place 3 blocks out just like this. You're gonna do the same thing for this side, and this side. You should have something like this, and then what you want to do is you're gonna start placing more blocks. You're gonna skip this corner, and then you're gonna do it just like this. Reason why we're using stone blocks instead of any other blocks is because moss blocks can spread through any other block, except for craftable blocks. If you're using like smooth stone or anything like that, it's not going to spread the moss. But if we're using this, it's going to allow our moss to spread. And you should have it looking just like this. The next part is we're going to grab some obsidian. We're going to place our obsidian right here in the edge of the blocks, just like this. Once we got that done, we're going to go ahead and place more blocks just like this. Once you place your blocks just like that, you're gonna want to go ahead and place more blocks just like this. Cover this as well. Then we're gonna place one solid block just like that. Out of everything, we should have something like this. I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff so I can have more space, and we're gonna continue on what to do next. So what I did was I cleared up a section of the wall so I can put my pistons, because we're gonna want some pistons to push our stone going into our obsidian. Since I placed my obsidians right here, I'm gonna have to place my pistons on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this block right here. I am gonna get rid of these blocks right here as well. From right here, what we can do is we're gonna grab some pistons, and we're gonna want to place our pistons like this. So we're gonna be placing 7 pistons just like that. We can go ahead and cover this back up. You can use glass or any solid block. I'm gonna be using solid block because I don't have a lot of glass. We're just gonna cover this up just like this. I'm gonna cover this up like that as well. You don't have to do what I did right here, but I'm gonna be placing blocks right here as well because we're gonna have a redstone line going on top right here. Overall, you should have something like this. I'm gonna show you the next thing that we are going to do. So I'm gonna get rid of this real quick. So I do need to go get lava and a bucket of water. So let's go ahead and get those 2 items so we can finish that part of the farm. You can get blocks of ice like the way I am, but the only thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna have to waterlog the pistons. So the water should be going in just like that. I'm gonna be using the ice block so I can get the water quicker, so I won't have to go back and forth. So I can fill up my pistons with water just like that. All of our pistons is waterlogged and all of our water is gonna be pushing out. We can cover this up right here. We're gonna be placing one bucket of lava right here in the center. And once we do that, all of our water turns into stone. From there, we are done with this part. We can go ahead and cover this with more glass. So from right here, you can either cut an opening on this side or on this side, doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna make an opening on this side right here because we're gonna make a redstone contraption that's gonna fit right here. I'm just gonna clear everything out really quick and then I'm gonna show you the next step. Before I put my redstone contraption or anything else like that, we're gonna come to the bottom of the farm, and I had to mine a good amount of area. That's why I had to cut the video. I mined around 4 blocks down from right here so I can have enough space to walk around in here and so I can place my blocks. What we are gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cover this up just like this. So 1 2 3 4 5. We're gonna place 5 blocks like that, and we're gonna place another 5 right here and another 5 like this. The reason why we're placing these blocks right here is because we don't want our moss to spread anywhere else. To have that covered up, you should have something like this. From right here, we are gonna do something like this. Go ahead and get rid of this block right here, and then we're just gonna go ahead and follow all of it just like that. You're gonna go in between the blocks just like that. You're just gonna repeat everything until you finish this whole entire thing. The reason why we are doing this is because we are gonna have a minecart with a hopper going in the bottom right here, collecting all of our stuff. You should have something just like that. Eventually we're gonna place a minecart with a hopper and some hoppers so we can collect our stuff. We're gonna do that towards the end. The first contraption that we're gonna make is some type of redstone clock. This whole farm idea, I got it from another YouTuber. I will link in the description his account. What we're gonna do is we are gonna place a hopper. We're gonna place hoppers going in each other just like this. So they do have to be going in each other just like that. We're gonna place comparators out like this, just like that. We're gonna place a solid block right here, another one right here, place a redstone dust right here, another one right here. Gonna place a piston, not like that. We're gonna place a piston just like that, and we're gonna do the same thing right here, just like that. We're gonna need a block of redstone, and we're gonna place it on one side. Doesn't matter which side you have it on, but we're just gonna place it on one side. In order to activate the redstone clock, we're gonna place 3 blocks in here, and it's gonna activate just like that. Before we connect it to anything, let's go ahead and turn this off real quick. We're gonna connect this redstone clock to our pistons. So let's go ahead and connect them to our pistons. Before we connect this, we are going to place another redstone line just right here. We're going to place another piston right here, and then we're going to place a comparator going out like that, and then we're going to have a redstone line going in just like that. We're going to put this redstone line all the way to the end just like that. Before we activate the redstone, it's gonna get rid of our moss block right here. What we're gonna do is from this moss block, we are gonna go up 1 2 3 4, and then on the 5th block we are gonna place our moss block. Let's go ahead and place that moss block on the 5th block up there. We can get rid of this now. So now let's go ahead and put that redstone on here. But first, let me go ahead and put the gravel. What we're gonna do right here is we're gonna need a dispenser. Now that we got a dispenser, we are gonna go ahead and go 2 blocks out just like this. Get rid of this one, and we're gonna try to make our dispenser go in just like that. Our dispenser should be facing in the moss block just like that. We're gonna need this solid block right here. We're gonna have observers going on top of that solid block. Go ahead and place 1 2 3 4 block. Get rid of these blocks right here, and then we're gonna place 1. Oh well, we're not gonna place it like that. we're gonna place 3 observers going down just like this. Make sure your observers are going down just like that. So we can go ahead and get rid of this top block right here. We should have our observers just like that. We can go ahead and grab some hoppers. We're gonna place one on top of our dispenser just like that. Actually, let's go ahead and put 2 hoppers going into our dispenser. Yeah, we're gonna place a piston like that, and then we're gonna go ahead and place another dispenser, because this dispenser is gonna be dispensing our water so we can collect the moss right next to it just like that, and then place a solid block like that. You can go ahead and place 2 blocks from the middle of the observers like that. Go ahead, 2 blocks, another one like this. We're basically going out 3 blocks. Same thing with our piston. Go ahead and go out 3 blocks just like that. Before we connect this to anything else, we're gonna have to make another redstone contraption connecting from right here to over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out 1. We're gonna make a little staircase going up, and this staircase of blocks is gonna be 6 blocks high. So that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, and the last one. We should have a total of 6 blocks going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From up here, we're gonna place another solid block right here, and we're gonna place another one like that. Go ahead and grab a redstone torch. We're gonna place it right here. We're gonna have another redstone clock just exactly like the one in the bottom. Let's go ahead and connect all this all the way to the bottom. Let's go ahead and place 2 blocks just like that. Another block right here. And let's just leave it like that for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this more like this. So from right here, we're gonna grab another sticky piston. We're gonna have an observer, and we're gonna place our sticky piston just like that, and our observer just like that. We do have to skip 1 block so our sticky piston and observer cannot activate this block, activating this dispenser right here. Now we can place another solid block right here, another one right here. Actually, just place more solid blocks like that. We're gonna leave this one open, and because we're gonna be placing our piston right here just like that. Now what we can do is we're gonna start placing redstone dust on our contraptions just like this. Redstone on this, and that just like this. We're gonna place redstone right here. We're gonna place the comparator right here, repeater right here, and another one right here. We're gonna put this on our second tick, so that's 1, 2, just like that. I believe that should be everything with the farm. Before we test out this farm, go ahead and grab your buckets of water, and then go ahead and put bone meal inside your dispenser. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Now that I got my bone meal and my buckets of water, I'm gonna place my bone meal in here and place my bucket of water in here as well. To activate this farm, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna want to place 3 blocks of any kind into our item hopper just like that, and then you're gonna want to place 5 blocks of stackable items right here just like that. We're gonna place our redstone dust back on this block, and it's gonna be activating everything. I forgot one thing, so let's go ahead and turn this off. And the thing that I forgot to put was our gravel. So now we can finally test this out. Every time when this redstone clock is activated, it's going to be activating our pistons, making our stone generator make more stone. And then this clock is also going to be activating our bone meal dispenser and our water dispenser. We are officially done with the redstone contraption. Now the final thing that we can do is we can start placing our rails. I place a redstone block right here, and on the same on this side. We're going to be placing rails like this. Use power rails from right here. We're gonna use regular rails to curve them into each other just like that, and we should have something like this. All of our rails are going in, just like that, perfectly. We have our power rails right here. So that's all to it to making this moss farm. It was a little complex. I tried to make it as really easy and simple to understand when making this farm. It does require a lot of redstone contraptions, but we got it done. I ended up fixing up a little bit. I made a little room, try to cover up the most stuff that I can. I made an item sorter on this side so I can collect all my stuff. No, I didn't show you how I set everything up. I'm gonna show you what I did. So from right here, I ended up placing hoppers going into this dispenser that drops our items, which get funneled into a water elevator going up to our item sorter. All of our stuff gets funneled into right here. So you can see for yourself, this is where the water flows through here, and then our water flows on this side as well. Every time when our items get funneled into our dispenser, they're gonna get shot into this water column going into our item sorter. Making this is nothing too difficult to do. It's really super easy and simple. What I did on this side, I did the same thing for right here, but for this one, all of my items end up going into a composter, refilling up the bone meal. All the bone meal that gets collected from that composter goes into my dispenser. As you can see, it's going into right there. As you can see, this is the whole entire contraption. It's still the same. The only thing that I did right here is I added a extra redstone dust right here on top of my piston, so it can make this farm work efficiently. When I showed you how the farm was working, it wasn't supposed to the water wasn't supposed to linger around a lot, so I'm gonna show you how it's originally supposed to work. So as you can see, it's supposed to work just like that. The water's supposed to come out quickly and not stay there for a long time. If you're still having problems with your water still staying there, just go ahead and turn it off, and then replace your bucket of water again in there. That should officially fix your farm. The only thing different that I added was I made a redstone line going right here, going into the lever, so I can turn on and turn off this farm. Like I was saying before, I will link in the description on this farm and who I got it from, because I got it from another YouTuber. You can click on his channel if you guys are having trouble to making this farm. Overall, this farm is officially done. It's fully automatic. I got items going into my dispenser, giving me more bone meal, and I got my items sorted out over here. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna make a stone generator and a basalt generator, and the reason why I want those is because I want more blocks. Making this is super easy. It's not gonna be big. It's not gonna be a big build. It's gonna be super easy to make. What we can do is I need to figure out which side do I want it. One right here, another one right here. So we're gonna do that. Make a block right here. Put a block right here. Essentially put it like this. I might change this whole aesthetic design. I'm just gonna be using this for now, so I can show you how to build this simple farm. For this, we're gonna make it 3 blocks high. Yeah, we are gonna make it 3 blocks high. All right, great. So we're gonna place blocks right here. Place another block right here. We're gonna place soul sand right here. Well, this side has to be soul sand because this was gonna be converted into our basalt. And right here can be any other block, but I'm just gonna be using soul sand for. It's gonna be using soul sand because why not? One thing I did forget is I forgot to put my hopper in the bottom, so get rid of this really quick. I'm gonna put a hopper facing in like that. I should have my hoppers going in like that. Before you put on a chest right there, you're gonna need to put rails like this. I'm gonna have a minecart with a hopper going in the block just like that. The reason why we need to do that is so our items get collected through the block. You can go ahead and put your chest back. Same thing right here. But now that we got that finished, we're almost done with the farm. We need to get rid of this block right here. This other one right here. And we're gonna place obsidian. I'm gonna place this obsidian right here. Another one right here. From right here, I'm gonna go ahead and cover this side. Need blue ice so you can convert the lava into basalt. On this side, you should have water. So, I'm gonna place our water like that. I'm using these trapdoors because they do not catch on fire. Better to use something that won't catch on fire because we're going to be using lava. We're going to place a bucket of lava up here. So once you place your bucket of lava, it should go down just like that. I should have covered this side. I don't cover this side like that, and this side like that. Get rid of this. Place my bucket of water. And get rid of this block right here. And it's gonna turn into stone. That's how you make a cobblestone and a basalt generator. Now I could just stand here and mine the basalt, and it's gonna be coming quick, and it's gonna be coming so quick that I cannot break the obsidian. This basalt and stone generator, I did see this from another YouTuber, which I will link in the description as well. I just like this little simple concept because it doesn't have to be a big generator or anything like that. It doesn't have to be fully automatic. It could just be super simple and it'll be really useful. That's pretty much all the farms that I wanted to do for today's episode. We have ourselves a moss generator farm, giving us all the moss that we need, giving us all the azalea trees and the moss carpets as well. I hope this moss farm isn't too difficult for you guys to make. I know it's a little complex, but I'm pretty sure you guys can make it. I tried to make this farm super simple and step by step for you guys to understand. If you also want to know how to make these other contraptions that I made down here, I also made a video on how to make item sorters and item dispensers and item elevators, so you can make this too. It's nothing too difficult. Like I said, you guys should be able to make it. I'm just want to give you guys a quick glance on how I made this. But next episode we are going to be making a slime farm, and we are also going to be talking about chunks and how to find chunks and etc. We're going to be needing a chunk so we can make a slime farm more efficient and really useful. But yeah guys, we are now at the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoy. Feel free to ask any questions about these farms, and also give a support to those other creators that I got these farm ideas from. Like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Animated Didi, and this is episode 24 of the Minecraft Pocket Edition Survival Guide. With that being said, thank you guys for supporting. Much love and blessings, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.